Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and I'm a huge Manchester United fan. Now, the shocking news this week is Gareth, the English manager, yes. Should I say his name? I'll probably upset people watching this. But I think most people aren't looking at the reasons of the logic behind him coming to Manchester United. Yes, Gareth Southgate. Now, let me first give you the why it is so logical that this is likely. Now, first of all, if you look at Ten Hag was hired as a manager. Now, Ineos don't want a manager. They want a coach. They don't want a manager. So Ten Hag will have to be relinquished of power, where he will lose control of tactics being made and lose control of which players are brought to the team. This is going to be a huge shake-up. It's basically a change in contract. And Ten Hag is a manager, and he probably won't want to be relegated as coach, primarily because it will be a drop in wages, of course. And there's, him working at Man United would be a step up, and I think Bayern has been linked. They would like to take Ten Hag, so Bayern Munich. Now, if you look, people are looking at Potter and De Zerbi, they've done great work at Brighton. But Brighton have a similar setup to what Man United are trying to set up with having a full team, where everything you see on your pitch is coming from the team, not the manager. That's why when Potter left, De Zerbi took over, and the same style of play was being done. That's why when Potter went to Chelsea, he didn't really have any plan of strategies, really, because the strategies were done for him at his previous job at Brighton. So when Southgate comes to Manchester United, if he comes, he won't be, his big worry is he doesn't know tactics. Tactics will be coming from somewhere else. A better place, perhaps. What the coach's job is to bring best-in-class training, which, of course, coming from England, he will have best in the country of England training, because all the English players love the training when they go to the English team. It's superb. That would be fantastic to bring that knowledge over to Manchester United. Furthermore, he is fantastic with team building, harmony. He could bring back people like Sancho into the team. With his training of young players, he could potentially raise the game of Anthony, who is still young, and Sancho, still young, and get them to where they need to be as wingers. So that's potential greatness that could happen, because that'll save us a lot of money, United fans. And Southgate is a yes man. He will follow it. That's been his job as England. That's why they've kept him on. And he's not fought with strategies, because that's why England managers get sacked, is they fight the system. They want to be managing England. They don't want to be coaching the team. Not only that, but they know he's been watching Southgate. He's been watching Premier League games more than any other person in the country of England. He's been spying on all these players, and he will have incredible knowledge of strategies, on the theory of strategy, and seeing it being played in all these Premiership games. He will know how each team plays in the Premier League. He will have knowledge that he can bring to the game of all the years he's been studying players and the team's systems. He has the best knowledge in England as a manager to deal with opponents. So this is something even more exciting with him. I also think it's refreshing that there was going to be an English manager, and certainly worldwide, people do consider him as an elite manager, as he's held the English job so long. I'm living in Mexico, I asked my friends here about Southgate, and they all say, oh, he's the England manager. He's a fantastic manager, because over here in Mexico, England are not considered a great team. What have they won? Look at England's rankings. Look how Southgate has got England punching above their weight. That is what has been said of Southgate. Let me just roll this back. So, yeah, on the international marketplace of teams, Southgate is considered very, very good. You know, I can't believe he's got England to a quarter-final, semi-final. Like, this was absolute worldwide shocking for this to be the thing. Not only that, he's a young manager, and he'll certainly be an interesting one if he stays at Manchester United, part of the Ineos team for many, many years. And, of course, he is also a Man United fan too, so he's one of us. And I think that the reason this has been announced this week is just to get the shock to everybody, where everybody will be in denial. And that will only last a couple of weeks. And then when it comes back around again, they'll start to disagree. And then they'll just hear it again. And they'll go from the thoughts of, you know, the reactions that people have to things. And eventually they'll be happy with it. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be Manchester United looking for a coach. All your managers that you've shortlisted out there, fan groups, they want to be managers. They don't want to be coaches. So most of the managers you think that would be elite for Manchester United, there isn't a job for manager. There is a job for coach. And the best coach out there is the one that's shocking everybody. So that's the logic. There's no manager needed. It's a coach. They want a young coach, an elite coach, a coach with vast knowledge of the Premier League. Ooh. Do you feel me now? Can you see the reasoning? And if you think about Man United paying for a stadium, normally when a team pays a stadium, they build a new stadium, there is a tightening of the purse strings, and they'll probably want a coach that is going to be able to manage the team with less buying. So this could be Manchester United going for a few years of not buying players. You look at the Tottenham Stadium, the Arsenal Stadium, they weren't really buying players until the stadium was finished, and then they started to buy and get good again. So we don't know what if they build a new stadium and it's $2 billion, we don't know how that's going to affect the team, right? Because they'll have to lend money for that. And FFP, we know stadium build is part of FFP, because we know Everton got hit because they didn't realise that the payments of the loan were part of the FFP. They didn't realise the interest was any of that. So if Man United loan money for a new stadium, that's going to affect the FFP. That will affect the spending of money. So they're going to need a coach who's going to be happy with the fact that they don't have to buy players that they want to join the team. A manager will want money to buy their team. This is something that might not be available if the new stadium is the way. So all these points, I hope you can see the logic and come round to the idea that Southgate could actually be the best thing for Manchester United. As shocking as this video has been, maybe, this is what I call a more highbrow look at the situation. I'm not getting the advice of players or journalists that cannot see anything other than what they might see as clicks and stuff like that. But anyway, there you go. I think that's a more highbrow, intelligible thinking of why Southgate is the best for Man United. And let me know your thoughts if you got this far in the video. Anyway, this channel's normally for Kickstarter board games, but I just thought I'd do this as a one-off just to show you my 2 cents on the issue. So there we go. Hashtag Southgate for United 2024. You take care, stay safe, and all the best. I'm your host, Lipstick Paddy.